The ocean, vast, beautiful, and utterly terrifying, covering over 70% of our planet, it holds secrets we may never fully uncover. Beneath the surface lies a world of crushing pressure, endless darkness, and creatures more alien than anything in outer space. Today, we're diving into the abyss to uncover 15 terrifying ocean facts that will forever change the way you look at the sea. Fact 1: the ocean is mostly unexplored. Here's a chilling thought. Over 80% of the ocean remains completely unexplored. Scientists have mapped Mars, the Moon, and even distant asteroids in more detail than the sea floor beneath our feet. Every dive into the abyss could reveal a new creature, a hidden ecosystem, or something far more dangerous. We've found glowing sharks, creatures that look like monsters from horror movies, and ecosystems powered by toxic chemicals instead of sunlight. But that's just scratching the surface. With so much of the ocean still a mystery, who knows what's waiting in the dark? Fact 2: the Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench is the deepest point on Earth, plunging nearly 7 miles down. To put that in perspective, if you dropped Mount Everest into it, the mountain's peak would still be more than a mile underwater. Down there, pressure is so intense, it's like having the weight of 50 jumbo jets pressing on every square inch of your body. Humans wouldn't survive a second. And yet, bizarre creatures thrive. They're transparent fish, alien-like shrimp, and organisms that glow eerily in the blackness. The trench is so extreme that we've only sent a handful of submersibles down. What's lurking in those depths? We don't know, and maybe it's better that way. Fact 3: rogue waves. For centuries, sailors spoke of enormous waves that appeared out of nowhere, waves so massive they swallowed entire ships whole. These were dismissed as sailors' tall tales, until satellites proved them real. They're called rogue waves. Unlike tsunamis, rogue waves don't need an earthquake or volcanic eruption. They form spontaneously when ocean swells collide, rising into walls of water that can tower over 100 feet high, taller than a 10-story building. Imagine being on a ship, surrounded by calm seas, only to suddenly face a wall of water blotting out the horizon. Many ships lost at sea may not have been sunk by storms, but by these unpredictable monsters. Fact 4: giant squid. The giant squid was once a legend, a sea monster whispered about by sailors who claimed it dragged ships under the waves. For centuries, scientists doubted its existence. But then, pieces of massive squid began washing ashore, tentacles as thick as a human arm, suction cups lined with hooks, and eyes as large as dinner plates. Today, we know the giant squid can reach lengths over 40 feet. With tentacles powerful enough to leave scars on sperm whales, the only predator large enough to challenge them. The idea of such colossal predators lurking in the dark, far out of sight, is enough to make anyone's skin crawl. Fact 5: the midnight zone. Sunlight can only penetrate about 650 feet into the ocean. Beyond that lies the midnight zone, a world of eternal darkness, crushing cold, and pressure strong enough to crush submarines. Here, has adapted in horrifying ways. The anglerfish, with its glowing lure, tricks prey into swimming directly into its massive jaws. Gulper eels have mouths so large they can swallow creatures bigger than themselves. And then there are the creatures we haven't even discovered yet. Scientists estimate there are millions of unknown species hiding in this zone. Every expedition reveals something new, and something nightmare-worthy. Fact 6: shipwreck graveyards. The ocean floor is littered with more than 3 million shipwrecks, silent graveyards holding centuries of tragedy. Some wrecks are eerily preserved, their cabins frozen in time, personal belongings still scattered across the decks. But these aren't just historical sites. Many contain the bodies of those who went down with the ship, perfectly preserved in the cold, oxygen-starved water. Divers often describe the feeling as if the ships are haunted, surrounded by an eerie silence. Each shipwreck is a reminder that the sea is merciless, and it never forgets. Fact 7: dead zones. Scattered across the oceans are areas known as dead zones, places where oxygen levels are so low that almost no life can survive. Some are caused by natural changes in currents, but many are created by pollution washing from land into the sea. These zones are spreading, turning once thriving ecosystems into lifeless deserts. Imagine swimming into one where the water feels heavy, empty, and lifeless, with dead fish littering the bottom. Some scientists fear that, if left unchecked, these dead zones could eventually choke vast stretches of the ocean, collapsing entire food chains. Fact 8. Underwater volcanoes. Beneath the ocean lie thousands of volcanoes, far more than on land. Some are small, quietly spewing lava into the sea. Others erupt with unimaginable force, creating explosions that trigger earthquakes, tsunamis, and shockwaves felt across the entire planet. In 2022, a massive eruption near Tonga blasted so much material into the atmosphere it was visible from space, and the resulting waves circled the globe multiple times. Now imagine thousands of those volcanoes, hidden deep beneath the waves, waiting for their moment to awaken. Fact 9. The blobfish. Meet the blobfish, often called the world's ugliest animal. But in reality, the blobfish is perfectly adapted to survive under extreme pressure. At the depths it lives, its jelly-like body allows it to withstand conditions that would crush us instantly. The grotesque face we see in photos is actually what happens when it's brought to the surface. Its body collapses without the crushing pressure of the deep. In a way, the blobfish is a chilling reminder that the ocean's world is so different, so hostile, that even its creatures look monstrous when removed from their home. Fact 10. Tsunamis. Few natural disasters are as terrifying as a tsunami. Triggered by earthquakes, underwater landslides, or volcanic eruptions, these waves can travel across the ocean at the speed of a jetliner up to 500 miles per hour. When they reach shallow water, they rise into walls of destruction that can wipe entire coastal cities off the map. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami killed over 200,000 people in a matter of hours. The most chilling part: in deep water, a tsunami wave can be nearly invisible, passing under ships without notice until it crashes ashore with unstoppable force. Fact 11. Deep sea predators. Beneath the waves, survival is brutal. The anglerfish dangles a glowing lure to draw prey into its gaping jaws, lined with needle-like teeth. The gulper eel can unhinge its jaw to swallow prey larger than itself. Even more horrifying, many of these predators are ambush hunters, sitting motionless in the dark until something unsuspecting drifts by. Down there, every shadow could be a predator waiting to strike. It's a reminder that the ocean's most terrifying monsters aren't always the biggest. They're the most cunning. Fact 12. Brine pools. In the deepest parts of the ocean lie brine pools, underwater lakes made of super salty water. They look beautiful at first, shimmering waves at the bottom of the sea. But don't be fooled, these pools are toxic. Almost nothing can survive within them, and any creature that falls and dies instantly. Scientists call them death traps, and the eeriest part is watching fish swim into them, only to sink lifelessly to the bottom, preserved in the salty brine. They are like hidden graves, waiting for anything unlucky enough to drift too close. Fact 13. Cannibal sharks. Sharks are already terrifying, but their reproduction is even darker. In some species, shark embryos develop inside the mother's womb together, but only the strongest survive, because they eat their siblings. It's called intrauterine cannibalism. The largest pup will consume the smaller ones until only a few remain born as already proven survivors. Imagine a creature so ruthless, it begins life by devouring its own family. That's the ocean's way of ensuring only the strongest predators rule the seas. Fact 14. The bends. For divers, one of the greatest dangers isn't the ocean itself, it's returning to the surface. Ascend too quickly, and dissolved nitrogen in your blood forms bubbles, leading to a condition called the bends. The result can be excruciating pain, paralysis, or even death. Divers have described the feeling as being torn apart from the inside. And the scariest part, you don't realize the damage until it's too late. Even with modern technology, the ocean finds ways to remind us that we don't belong there. Fact 15. The ocean can swallow us whole. While we fear what lurks beneath the waves, the ocean itself may be the greatest threat. Rising sea levels threaten to consume entire coastlines. Hurricanes and superstorms, powered by warming waters, grow stronger every year. In the end, the ocean doesn't need monsters or mythical creatures to remind us of its power. It holds the ability to reshape our world, and if it wanted to, it could swallow us whole. So there you have it. 15 terrifying facts about the ocean. From monstrous predators in the dark abyss to waves that rise like towers from nowhere, the ocean is as deadly as it is mysterious. The next time you stand on the beach and watch the waves crash, remember, that's just the surface. Beneath lies a world we may never fully understand, and maybe we shouldn't.